Today we got Iron Fist taking on She-Hulk. Who wins? Well, let's find out. The latest in a long line of warriors who wielded his power against the wicked, Danny Rand is the Immortal Iron Fist. Protector of the mystical city of Kunlun, he channels a soul of a dragon, making his fist like unto iron, and is one of the greatest martial artists the world has ever known. Iron Fist is trained to be a living weapon, and can harness his spiritual energy, or chi, to augment his physical and mental capabilities to superhuman levels. Typically, Danny possesses the peak level strength of a human without being considered superhuman, but he's capable of augmenting his strength to unknown levels. It was able to go toe-to-toe with a being who easily defeated Luke Cage. He can move at incredible speeds, and can enhance his speed until he's delivered over 100 punches in just a few seconds. His agility and reflexes are much greater than an Olympic athlete, and he can dodge gunfire and even catch bullets out of the air. He's also very durable, and has survived point-blank explosions with no real signs of harm. Danny is a master of Kunlun's martial arts, including Kunlun Quan, Shaolin Quan, Judo, Aikido, and Karate. He is one of the greatest fighters ever, battling against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Colossus. His greatest power, though, is his Iron Fist. With this, he's able to rip through steel and punch his opponents with incredible force. He's able to knock out Colossus, shatter Scorpion's tail, smash through jets and trains, and he's even brought down the helicarrier before. Then, in the other corner, we got She-Hulk. After being shot by mobsters, Jennifer Walters' cousin, Bruce Banner, the Hulk, saved her life by giving her a last-minute blood transfusion of his own irradiated blood. From that point on, she was able to transform into the Sensational She-Hulk, a recurring member of the Avengers. As She-Hulk, her powers are very similar to the Hulk, although to a lesser degree. For a while, She-Hulk's strength was a set limit, but recently, it's been seen that as she gets angrier, her strength increases as well. Interestingly, the stronger Jennifer Walters gets, the stronger She-Hulk gets as well. So like if Jen got really into CrossFit, then She-Hulk would be a whole lot stronger. Her punches have been able to make World War Hulk and Red Hulk bleed, and she's generally seen at around the Thing's strength level, since she usually starts off a bit weaker, but can easily surpass him as she gets angrier. She's even been strong enough to easily beat the champion, and said she could beat Hercules in an arm wrestling competition. Jen is also durable enough to go toe-to-toe with Namor, and take hits from Sentry. Then she also has a healing factor, although not to the same extent as the Hulk. She-Hulk is also a very skilled fighter, and she's been personally trained by Captain America in hand-to-hand combat, and several different forms of martial arts. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, before you get into a fit, saying that Iron Fist couldn't possibly take on She-Hulk, that's not necessarily true. I mean, his Iron Fist chi-amped punch has sent Scar flying, and he hit Hulk so hard that it caused him to yell out in pain. On top of that, since Danny knows She-Hulk and knows what she's capable of, he's gonna be going all out in this fight. So not just chi-amping his punches, but also greatly increasing his speed and durability. On top of that, Danny can charge and use his chi-amped powers just 0.03 seconds. So She-Hulk isn't going to be able to get to him before that happens. Iron Fist is also a much, much better fighter than She-Hulk. So I would say this is actually a pretty even and interesting fight. Either one could win. So let's figure this one out. Now, the first thing I want to take a look at is Iron Fist striking power. Just how powerful is his Iron Fist? Well, impressively powerful. I mean, Danny has compared a good, solid Iron Fist punch to a hydrogen bomb. He's completely stopped an oncoming subway train, caused a minor earthquake by punching into the ground. In his fight with Davos, he made several stories of a large skyscraper explode, and probably his most famous feat of all, he was able to bring down the helicarrier with just one punch. Danny's also had some really great showings against stronger heroes, people in and around She-Hulk's weight class. He's repeatedly knocked out Luke Cage, even sending Cage flying so hard into another building that the building collapsed. He sent Colossus flying into a wall, hurt the Thing with a slap. He's knocked out a guy who just previously fought against Thor, and Iron Fist has even knocked out a drunken Hercules before. Then, with his showings against Hulks, he's punched the Hulk in the back so hard that he screamed out in pain. He sent the Hulk flying through several walls with one punch, and he sent Scar flying backwards with an Iron Fist. Basically, Danny Rand's chi-amped punches are easily some of the strongest blows on Earth. However, there are a couple of qualifiers that I think I need to include with these strength feats. First off, knocking out a drunk Hercules isn't quite as impressive as it initially sounds. I mean, when you're drunk, you sometimes just pass out from your own volition. And while Herc definitely has a stronger tolerance to alcohol, he's still a lot more susceptible to being knocked out. But I really want to focus on the Hulks. First off, when Danny punched Hulk in the back of the head, that was just to free him from being mind-controlled. Didn't knock him out, and Hulk was ready to get right back in the fight a second later. Second time he punched the Hulk, this was Doc Green Hulk, who wanted Danny to punch him, because he wanted Iron Fist to train him and teach him in order to beat the Red Hulk. Then with Scar, well, he was playing a double agent at the moment. And while he was launched backwards by the punch, Scar wasn't really going all out in the fight. Just wanted to give some context behind everything that happened here. Still a powerful punch though. So is She-Hulk durable enough to take it? Well, yeah, I'd say she can definitely take a few of those blows. Jen has been wailed on by Absorbing Man and the Wrecking Crew, and suffered no real injuries. She's taken hits from Hercules, Namor, and Sentry, fought against Red Hulk, and even World War Hulk. And I think we can all agree that every one of those heroes is strong enough to duplicate most of Iron Fist's feats. Only one that I'm a bit skeptical of is Namor being able to send Hulk and Scar flying with his punches, because I haven't seen him do it in the previous fights. Other than that, all of those heroes have more striking power than Iron Fist, and She-Hulk has taken their punches. She's even so tough that Spider-Man has actually hurt himself just by punching her. However, the catch to this is that with Iron Fist's speed, he's going to be able to land so many punches on She-Hulk. So, just how fast is Danny? Well, he's taken out gang members in half a dozen heartbeats. He has fast and lightning reflexes, is able to react in microseconds, and dodge gunfire, and has even caught bullets on several occasions. Then Iron Fist is agile enough to flip around and dodge gunfire with ease, meaning that he's going to be able to easily dodge most of Jen's punches as well. He's even able to amp his speed and deliver over 100 punches in just a few seconds. And then on top of all that, as we know, Iron Fist is easily one of the greatest martial artists in the entire Marvel Universe. Like, top 3 or 5, easily. He's battled against and beaten some of the greatest fighters on Earth, like Wolverine, Captain America, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. He's mastered all the techniques taught to him in Kunlun, has beaten ninjas and assassins who had thousands of years worth of experience, and even reportedly has an infinite number of ways to kill a man. So when we're talking about that level of skill, with that level of speed, and that level of striking power, man, that is one tough guy to go up against when he's really going all out. But we can't rule out She-Hulk too quickly either. For starters, unlike most super strong and quote-unquote brick characters, Jen has actually shown a surprising level of skill and ability. I mean, she's been personally trained by Captain America, and is proficient in several different forms of martial arts. I mean, even just as Jen, in her non-She-Hulk form, she's able to quickly and easily take down several large attackers. But then as She-Hulk, well, just look at her battle with Abomination. Emil Blonsky said at the beginning of the fight, with his strength, you just gotta land one punch on her and the fight will be over. So Jen grabbed a lamppost, used it as a quarterstaff, said that she was trained by Captain America and Gamora, and that she is probably the only person who Abomination has faced with both fighting skill and the power to hurt him. Then, to top it all off, She-Hulk actually used nerve strikes to put Abomination down. Jen has also battled against Iron Man, absolutely manhandling him, dodging every one of his strikes, then quickly taking him down. On top of that, She-Hulk has actually tagged speedsters before. So while She-Hulk definitely isn't on Iron Fist's level, Jen has the skill and speed to hang in there. But what I really want to focus on is She-Hulk's strength versus Iron Fist's durability. Because I'm not sure that Danny can take more than 1 or 2 punches from Jen until he's down for good. I mean, she's strong enough to knock Sentry into the ground, tear Vision in half, draw blood from World War Hulk and Red Hulk with her punches, and solo the Wrecking Crew. She's tussled with Thor, beat up the champion of the universe, arm wrestled against Hercules, and she's actually proven that she can be stronger than the Thing with just one of her arms. I'm afraid that Iron Fist just doesn't have the durability to stand up to too many of those punches. Because Danny really isn't that durable. Probably his most famous durability instance is when Iron Fist punched a train packed with enough explosives to make an atomic bomb look like a sparkler, and the train exploded. Now, this might look like he survived something more powerful than an atomic bomb. That's quickly disproven, because if it was an atomic bomb-sized explosion, the whole city would be dead. And yet, there are people standing right next to the train who were just fine. It's much more likely that Iron Fist was able to absorb the majority of that explosion using his chi powers. And this makes sense, considering he has energy absorption powers. So, who wins? Well, it's She-Hulk. Yes, Iron Fist is going to be hard to tag, and he's going to land a lot of blows on Jen. But Danny has never shown enough power to consistently put down someone on She-Hulk's level, even with his Iron Fist. I mean, he's never effectively done it before, so we can't really assume that he can do it now. On the other hand, She-Hulk has striking power to injure World War Hulk, Red Hulk, match Hercules, and put down the champion of the universe. And Danny's just never shown enough durability to take those attacks. In this fight, he's a glass cannon, and She-Hulk has shown the skill and speed to tag him and beat him. She-Hulk wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just one every single week today. And I will see you next time.